highest rated, best trading conditions, most user-friendly, and best customer support. That's exactly how traders rank the 5ers after winning 4 major Forex awards in 2025. In today's video, we're breaking down the 5ers in 2026, how their funding works, how you can get access to their capital, and how traders are keeping up to 80% of the profits. We'll cover everything you need to know from the rules to the trading conditions, so if you're looking to get funded, you won't want to miss this video. And before we dive in, we're also going to be running a giveaway, so stick around so you can see exactly how to enter. Now, to make sure that we're covering everything, let's take a look at the 5ers page on Prop Firm Match. The 5ers has multiple different programs. They have their hyper growth program, which is their 1-step program. They have their high stakes challenge, which is their 2-step program, and then the boot camp program, which is going to be their 3-step challenge. They offer challenge sizes like their 5K, their 10K, the 20K, the 60K, the 100K, and the 250K. But this is all dependent on which program you choose. So what does the typical 2-step challenge look like? Well, let's take a look at their 2-step 100K challenge. So we're going to go to their high stakes here, and then we're going to choose the size of their 100K. So with this 2-step challenge, you can see that they have a profit target of 8% for phase 1 and a profit target of 5% for phase 2. You have a 5% daily loss limit. You have a max loss of 10%, and you will receive 80% of your profits with a payout frequency of 14 days. If we click over here, you can see that the max loss type is in fact static, and the balance equity is highest at the end of the day, so that is going to be your daily drawdown. There's a minimum of 3 trading days, and like we said, you will get your payout every 14 days. Now if we come over here to the overview section, we can actually see the full firm overview and check out some of the most important rules with the 5ers. Like for instance, their high stakes program, it says requires a minimum of 3 profitable days, but a profitable day is a day where closed positions generate at least 0.5% of the initial balance. So you need to make 0.5% of the initial count balance for it to actually count as a trading day. Now taking a look at the firm rules overall, their news trading rules, so for their hyper growth and their boot camp, you are allowed except for bracket strategies around news. So that means like selling a buy stop and sell stops before news. For their high stakes, executing orders 2 minutes before until 2 minutes after high impact news is prohibited. For copy trading, they do allow copy trading for their high stakes and their hyper growth with limitations. Once a trader has more than 500K under management, taking the same trades across accounts is no longer possible. Copy trading from an external account is allowed only if the account belongs to the same trader. Third-party copy trading is not allowed. Copy trading is not allowed between 2 bootcamp accounts. For their bootcamp rules, it says a stop loss is mandatory for all positions and orders and must be set within 3 minutes of placement. It says stop loss SL is required for all positions and orders. SL must not risk more than 2% of the account balance per position. 3% daily pause is a soft breach, applies during the funded stage, and then opening a position without a stop loss order or risking more than 2% of the account balance in a single position will be considered a risk violation. 5 risk violations will lead to an automatic account termination. So for their prohibited practices, one-sided bets, taking consistent positions in a single direction without considering market conditions, exploitation of price discrepancies, trading bracket strategies by placing pinning orders around high impact news, and exploiting system errors such as price display inaccuracies or update delays. For their payout policy for the bootcamp and the hyper growth programs, traders start with 50% profit split, but they can quickly grow that to 70% already by the next stage in their scale up plan. Traders can scale up the profit split to 100%. For their high stakes program, traders start with an 80% profit split and can also scale up to 100%. For their payout frequency, traders have the possibility to withdraw their profits on a bi-weekly basis. The minimum amount eligible for withdrawal is $150, so after the profit split has been applied. And luckily enough for this firm, they do not have a consistency rule. Now for their trading condition score, they scored a 4.8. For their customer care, they scored a 4.8 as well. For their user friendliness, they scored a 4.7, and for their payout process, they scored a 4.8, giving them a total ranking of a 4.8 overall. Now let's check out and see what real traders are having to say about the 5ers. One trader rated the 5ers as a 5.0 and says, "I don't have any word to describe this prop firm to you because they are the best. I didn't face any problems and issues. When I faced a problem, I contacted support and they solved it in under 5 minutes." And you can see here, he rated them a 5.0 for user friendliness, payout process, customer care, and trading conditions. Another trader rated the 5ers at a 4.0. It says, "It's a good platform. I haven't had any problems in 5 months. The upside is completely transparent support. I've had several questions. They have all been able to answer them, which shows a great amount of transparency in certain aspects, because that's where the most prop firms fail." In terms of their top firm aspects, they said it has reasonable prices, its account scaling, and the indices it offers offers are top tier. Their least liked aspect is the fact that they only have 2 crypto pairs and they couldn't expand in that area of instruments. So for their user friendliness, they rated them a 3.0, a 4.0 for their payout process, a 5.0 for their customer care, and a 4.0 for their trading conditions. This confirms the 5ers' solid reputation amongst its traders, with consistent feedback highlighting their reliability, transparency, and overall quality of service. So finally, it's time for our giveaway, and listen up because I'm only going to say this once. First, like and subscribe to the channel, and second, comment something you learned from this video about how the 5ers funding works. That pretty much wraps up today's video on the 5ers and how funding works with them. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to enter the giveaway, be sure to follow in the instructions I gave earlier. And as of right now, we want to thank you for watching, and as always, thank you for choosing Prop for a Match.